Like a year ago, I recorded a lot of podcasts and they just all sucked, man. I'd listen back to them. They'd be boring, they'd be lifeless, they would just suck. I wouldn't want to listen to my own podcasts. And then I had this really bright idea. What if I did a podcast or an audio on exactly what I was facing in life? What if I literally created the perfect personal development resource for me, the one that I wanted, the one that I was searching for? So I created this whole thing about coaching, like life coaching and life coaching business. And I just put in all my wisdom and my best thoughts about it. And a lot of creative thoughts came to mind. And I listened back and bro, like I listen back to that audio now and it still helps me. It still impacts me. And it was really, really engaging. And what was the difference? I made it purely for me. I made it to completely serve me. I made it so I could, like, it wasn't like I was making it for some crowd or some divorced audience. I was making it for me, right? And the funny thing is that I shared it with like a couple of mates and they really, really loved it. It really impacted them deeply. So it really helped them out. So not only was I making it for me, I was making it for the me inside of them, right? And what I've realized, and what I've just realized with this YouTube channel is that I can make videos perfectly for me to serve me. And so one of the things that I'm going through is like losing motivation to do YouTube. Like, what is the motivation to do any of it? It's going so slow, right? And I'm not going to get any views. My subscribers are going very, very slowly. So what the heck do I do? And plus, I'm working full time. Well, as I did with the podcast, I shifted my mind, and I'd like to shift your mind today. Your mind meaning me, and then me meaning your mind as well, because it's kind of the same thing, right? Like we're all bros here. We're all kind of going through the same stuff, you know. If I look through your search history, I know what I'm gonna find. I know what I'm gonna find, right? Okay, unless you're on NoFap, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's start with this. Divorce yourself from getting anywhere, from getting some results. Like the first thing that you're doing YouTube for is actually, so say you're getting 0 views, right? The first thing you're doing YouTube for is completely for the benefit of you practicing your being. That means practicing leadership skills. You're practicing communication. Like you're getting up and you're communicating every time that you go on video. You're becoming clearer, you're becoming more confident, and you're becoming more peaceful and grounded within yourself. So if you just did YouTube just to practice your character and your communication and your leadership skills, then it would be worth it. And that's going to have impact on every single area and result in your life, in your work, in your relationships. So you are creating your being, which ends up creating your results. So even if you don't get any results on YouTube, you were doing something which is creating your being, right? And that's going to impact your life. That's going to give you alpha male confidence because you become confident through YouTube. You practice this and it will pay off in all other areas of your life. Okay, another thing, like what if, right, you created videos that were made perfectly for you and you alone? Like instead of searching on YouTube for the video and the perfect tips and advice that you wanted, what if you gave that to yourself? Here's one of the most beautiful things that I've learned. It's like what you teach, right? What you teach, you get better at. I remember when I used to work at this place, like a little tutoring company, I had these little gremlins with me. They were lovely kids from K to 10, right? And they knew times tables way better than me. Now, I obviously knew how to calculate times tables. I'm pretty much a math genius, right? But I really sucked at quick memorization of times tables. So I'd test these kids, right, on times tables, and I'd be teaching them times tables, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And what I found after that and through that process, I actually got really, really good at times tables. 8 times 8 equals 64. Yalla, I'm sorted, right? And it's the same with like money. It's the same with fitness. It's the same with mindset. Whatever you teach, sorry boys, I'm just trying to get this like in a better angle. Whatever you teach, you actually get better at. So if there's an area of your life you want to improve, start teaching it. And that's going to give you rapid results. So start teaching it. And of course, you don't have to portray yourself as an authority. You're just kind of documenting the journey. And I'm just kind of documenting my best ideas and what I kind of like here, right? So, and as you document the journey and you share, you teach. As you teach, you're given more to teach. What you give more of, you end up receiving more. I still haven't really found that. Like I haven't really tested and known that within myself, but I've heard that, and I kind of sense it that it's true, right? But Either way, experiment with me. Let's find out. Number 5. I can't even read number 5, bro. I can't even read number 5. I don't think I've even made 5 points, but I just numbered the parts of the video with 5. So there we go. Detachment from outcome. We'll just go into this one. Detachment from outcome. By going out there, putting yourself out for a result, you are, like, by you continuing YouTube, even though you're getting 0 views and you're not getting many subscribers, by you continuing, what happens is that you start to detach from outcome. You start to love the process. You start to fall in love with the present moment, and you detach yourself from needing to be in the future. You detach yourself from needing to be someone that you're not. And all of a sudden, you end up in this place of power where no external result or no external thing can control you. You become like a stoic, right? It's all within. And that's one of the most beautiful things that you can learn with YouTube, right? I'm trying to think about this other point was express. Oh yeah, self-expression, man. Like, you actually express your creative juices, right? You create more, and the more you create, the more your creative powers just go up. That's just nature itself. Like, if you're practicing this, it's totally life-giving, right? It's totally life-giving. I was chatting with a mate, and he's like a bit of an artist, and he was kind of recommending me the creative act of being. It was by that old beard guy that you see in a lot of shorts. I forgot his name, but he like produced for Red Hot Chili Peppers, and he says that you create art not for yourself, like not for the audience, but purely for yourself. And that's how you create art. That's how you create something with soul. So I'm creating this for myself. And I know that if you want to make money, if you want a success, that the pathway is communication and mastering leadership and expressing that out into the world, providing a lot of value, because communication equals value. And the final thing I would say, your word has power. Your word has impact. You got to start realizing this, that by you putting yourself out there, by you doing something, right, you're going to impact someone. It may not look like it, you may not see it, but everything you give to the world, everything that you give, right, actually has an impact on someone, some way, somehow. So you practice your being, you become someone who's better at giving, you live your life experiences, you can focus on areas that you're interested in, and you get the most insane insights that are perfectly suited to you because you're creatively expressing something, your deeper wisdom. So you're pumping out your wisdom, you're becoming more intelligent, you're becoming better. Like, it's just win, win, win. Now, I will chuck my email in the bottom of the description if you want some coaching from me. I think someone, I think one of my commenters actually pulled me up on it. So thank you, my brother, who actually did. I've been purposely just leaving that because I was a bit lazy, if I'm honest. I'm going to put an email. If you want to contact me for coaching, you're more than welcome to, and we can sort something out. But besides that, thank you, much love, and I'm wishing you all the best.